Hi, my name's Kavis.
My name's Taven.
And I'm Canyon, and you're watching KTK Canadian Outdoors.
Sorry for the wind noise. We're headed back down for part 2 in the ravine. Last week we did the hammock lane, main lane for the hammock. This week we got the outbound two-person tent as well as our hammock. Some people call it a hammock, whatever you call it. Here. You gotta talk to him. Oh gosh. Okay. Try not to fall this week.
If you do, I got it on video.
Yeah.
Alright.
Epic fail.
Okay, let's get back into the camp here. Next week we will be down here probably one to two more weeks. Then we got a bunch of fishing content, and I mean a whole summer's and winter's worth of fishing content. We're gonna do a little bit of bear hunting this spring, I think, at some point, and then we got an episode down here where we're gonna do an overnighter down here. So next week you can look for us building a fire pit. So yeah, again, stay tuned. We're just heading up into the flat ground on the side of this cliff, getting up here into our camp. We're gonna get the hammock set up. We'll get the bag set on the ground, and we will I brought my knives this week, so we will get it situated so that we can make a tent pattern. At some point while we're down here, we got to cut these sticky trees out of the way. Okay, here's the hammock. The tent, we need to move that log. Last week we just used the small tripod. So this week we are gonna see. Oh, the saw is down here. Okay, well that's good.
Left it down here.
We were debating, we can't remember if we left our saw down here now. Okay, this needs to be moved, and you take the saw there, Canyon, and hook and pull out all these guys, get them out of here, and we're gonna get the tent set up.
Try not to fill my butt next time.
I want the fire pit between, kind of right where the bag is. I want it between the tent and between the hammock, so that you can cook on it and it provides a little bit of warmth. If we were to run a tarp right across the two of them, it's kind of like a little boxed in situation.
I think we should put the tent over there.
No, I want it right here so that we can have the back part of the tent. So if he rolls that over, if he quits fighting with it and just gets it rolled over, roll it over, and the side wall of the tent I want right there. No, leave it there because it's for the tent. So bring it back this way. Okay, now roll it over, and that's the marker for the tent. So set it down and roll that long stick toward it. No, the other way. All the way the other way. There. If it keeps coming back, you can get rid of it, but I think it'll look kind of neat. Okay, and then the tent's 5 feet wide.
I'm gonna get nutted by this thing. Get it at the right height.
If you guys want to see, we run slow-mo. Here, hand me that. We run some slow motion at the end of every video, so you want to get your head laughed right off, then stay tuned till the end.
That video was pretty funny slow-mo.
Yeah, it's funny. This one.
I got to show off my double chin.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're looking at is we're getting rid of these weird, and how I do it is I just get under it, pop, and then they come off.
That's how that saw is good.
So we're gonna get this. I'm gonna get you boys, and we're gonna clean this dirt. See, just do this.
The tent should go over there. Because then we can set the camera there and do a time lapse when we do the overnight.
We can set the camera back. I'm gonna cut this tree down.
No, but if we put the hammock there and the tent there, and then we set the camera there at the overnight, we do a time lapse.
Or we could set the camera up there. Okay, get your foot and clean this area out. So we're gonna draw a line from here. This is a square paddock for the tent, and I'm gonna run a time lapse of us getting this all cleaned out. So to here, and then because that tent's 5 feet wide and 7 feet long, so that'll be a perfect spot. With that being said, this is going to be probably a longer episode. I try and keep the episodes right at that 20-minute mark. This one will be probably a little bit longer. I'm going to run the time lapse of us getting that cleaned out. We'll get the tent set up. We'll come back. I'll get the hammock set up as well, but we'll run the time lapse of that. With that being said, we'll catch you guys in the time lapse. Okay, you can talk time lapse on it. When we edit it, we'll just turn down the volume. Okay, start getting this paddock kind of cleaned out. No, you just need your feet. Oh, that's it. You want it down? Yeah, but we need to get rid of it.
Yeah, it's already been there.
So this is our tent. I haven't had it out in probably 2 years. But when we do this, this is where Taven and Canyon are going to reside. If you can say that. Hold the camera there. So these here are, this is a rain fight, it does come off, and this is staked down. We're not going to stake it down because this is just a temporary tent paddock, I guess you could call it. So that being said, I'm going to get the hammock set up, and then we're going to run another time lapse of us getting all this area cleaned out. We now got the tent camping spot. If you look right, let me zoom in, you can see there's a twig there. Right there, it needs to come out, so if you want to go do that. So with that being said, I'm going to set the camera up. We're going to go a different angle, and grab the camera stand when you're over there, please. We're going to set the camera up in a different angle. You're going to see a time lapse of me setting up the
and you get to see the camera stand.
Yeah, well, it's just a camera stand.
I know.
Taven's inside there modeling for us. Look at that hottie. Any 7-year-old chicks out there?
8.
7. He'll date a 7-year-old.
No, I won't.
Anyway. Oh! I got that on film. It was zoomed in, but okay, get that cleaned out. So I'm going to run a time lapse. If you're new here,
Tree strike back.
if you're new here, we do everything outdoors, but we're goofy idiots, so it's hilarious. So yeah, that's nice. Don't wreck the hammock, or don't wreck the tent, I mean.
You told me to chop this down?
Yeah, but don't.
That's a great angle.
Okay, I'm going to get you set up. We're going to get onto the time lapse, and we're going to pound this out. So thank you for watching thus far. We will throw the Bible verse, will get thrown up here at some point, maybe in the time lapse or just after. I'm not sure yet when you edit or when it gets edited. So, okay, I'm going to set you up. With that being said, I'll get you guys back in the time lapse. Alrighty, so the boys and I got this cleaned up a bit. I'm gonna take my shoes off. I've not been inside this tent for like 2.5 years. So if you've never seen this, this is an outbound pup.
Just a pop-up tent.
It's a pup tent, but it's a 2-person.
Pop tent.
Pop tent. It's a 2-person. So you can lay it, so it's 5 feet wide. So like 2 guys. The guy that's over here though got a little bit of an upward incline. It's not bad, but you can fit comfortably 3. But we're just gonna do 2 guys, and then I'm in the hammock. So with that being said, we're not ending the video here, but we are gonna sit here and relax for a bit. And I might start on digging a hole for the fire pit. And starting on cleaning. The camp still needs to be cleaned up a little bit, so I think next week we're going to bring a rake down here and do a really good job of cleaning up and making a hammock spot. If you hear a dog barking, sounds like he got his head cut off. It's the neighbor has his
And,
dog
yeah, no, he's not
over
getting
there.
his head cut off.
No,
Don't
he's completely fine. So these here, this tent has a, yeah, the camera shows it there. It has a, on all these scenes, it's waterproofed. So that's nice.
Yeah, you know,
so the boys are gonna take the camera in here, Canyon and Taven, and I'm gonna go up to the hammock with the new camera, the DJI Osmo, and I'll talk to you out there for a bit. And they can tell you some stories, outdoor stories and whatever else. And I might walk around out there. The DJI Osmo doesn't have very good audio.
Also ignore my mismatched socks.
Actually, we're gonna stop the camera here for a bit. We're gonna relax, lounge, and then I'm gonna get this camp cleaned up a little bit more, and then we will end it. With that being said, thank you for watching this far. And if you're new here, like and subscribe. We do every week. We do a video every Saturday. So next week, and probably one more week after that, probably 2 weeks. So we'll say 2 weeks. See if the weather's warm enough by then to do an overnight down here.
It's kind of comfortable as long as we get bedding and whatever.
Yeah, you just bring down your blanket, an extra blanket or something.
It's sleeping bag.
So, with that being said, I'm going to get out here. I like to babble a lot, so bear with me. But we are going to go out, and I love it out in the bush. It's so peaceful. Anyway,
in Canada.
We'll see you. Well, I kind of figured this was going to happen if we be quiet and listen. You can hear the cluttering on the tent.
It's a little bit raining.
It's raining a little bit. Canyon's playing around with the new camera.
No, I'm not playing around with it. I'm putting it back in the cage.
That being said, I wanted to do an update. And here, take this and talk to them for a while. We're doing an update, and it's raining, so whenever it quits, I'm going to go to the hammock for a bit. We're just going to lounge around here. I'm going to do a YouTube short, so that'll be up tomorrow as well. Kind of just doing an overview of the camp and that kind of thing. This hammock is a little bit on a downhill thing, so when we come back, we're going to get a rake and level.
Our feet are disgusting.
Oh, we're Canadians, and
we don't typically wear shoes. Oh, there's something poking through the tent.
No! Get that out of there.
The stick.
Yeah, I know it is, but let me see.
Got it.
I can't have holes in this thing. That's the problem with the bush and tents. My watch came off. Okay, I got it. I might be able to patch it from underneath with some.
It has ripped.
Okay, well, let's. It's hot and muggy in here. I'm gonna crawl out this door, and even if it is raining, I'm going away in the hammock. So, and the rain has quit, and the skies are clear. So it rained literally 20 drops. Well, that was fun. That was useful.
That's Canada.
Yeah.
Canada.
Canada.
Canadian, eh?
Canada.
And now it's nice and beautiful. It's actually kind of getting hot out here.
I got to get my socks back on.
Well, we're going to sit here and lounge for a bit. And then we're going to... I wanted to quickly show you. Before the rain started, I kind of got a path cleared now. So the more we walk on it, is the quicker and easier it's going to get. Next time we come down next week, we're going to build a fire pit, and I want the fire pit right where the camera stand is. And a tripod over it, so I want it about this size. Because I can. Want it about that size so we can build a fire and have a tripod in the center made out of wood. So I'm going to lay here in the hammock for a bit, and then we will we'll continue to kind of putz away at this, and then we will hide. So with that being said, I know I say that a lot. That's my favorite sentence.
With that being said, that should be the new motto of the channel.
Yeah.
With that being said.
This is still recording, so it's all on there.
I know.
This audio, you can feel like when I go, yeah, the audio gets real bad. Anyway.
He has fallen out of the hammock. Sorry, we didn't get it on video. It's hilarious. We should have.
Well, you record me while I try and get back in it.
And I will watch you fall, and I will laugh like I did.
Never had that happen. I'm trying to
You
rain
have
in it.
leaves all over your back.
What'd you just say?
You have leaves all over your back.
See, it's gonna happen again. Why?
It right about happened to me too.
Stupid birds are so annoying. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're ridiculous.
Hey, you brought your BB gun.
No, I left it.
Why? Yeah, this is better.
Yeah, why'd you leave your BB gun?
Okay. Yeah.
We've never had to use it.
Okay, you can shut it.
No, those birds are ridiculous. They're annoying. You're stupid. Do it again.
No. Okay, shut it now.
I wasn't zoomed in. Alright. Well. Is this the end of the video?
No, this isn't the end. We're gonna lounge here for a bit.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna go for
yeah. So, we will catch you guys later.
Well, we're lounging here on this beautiful day. They're in the tent over there. It looks so far away because this is a very wide angle camera. The fire pit, I've got it started. It's gonna be right there where the black dirt is. And we're gonna build a bench between that tree and that tree. That's next week's. Next week we will be spending an overnight as well as building a couple chairs in that.
What's
so
next week supposed to be?
27.
For the high?
Yep.
And then what about overnight?
8.
Oh yeah.
So I'll put the underquilt and I'll get a tarp, but I doubt I'll need it. Well, with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and God bless to y'all, and we'll see you next week. We're gonna do a time lapse, so don't leave. But yeah, next week you can stay tuned. We're gonna be doing our first overnight out here. Boys are gonna be in the tent, and I'll be here in my hammock with the tarp over it. I'm just gonna have to use a yellow or a regular blue tarp. So that's that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, God bless, and we'll catch you in the next video. So after next Saturday, the Saturday after, we are going to be fishing and doing that jazz.
If fishing season opens up, when does it open?
May 15th. So May 15th, they close for spawn. So yeah, I want to do an overnighter down here, and we're gonna have a fire, and fire's gonna be right there. Now you may be like, well, why is the hammock so close? Well, it's for warmth. There's just goats. Anyway, anyway, thank you all for watching, and we will catch you guys next time.
Sorry guys, we forgot the outro of the, or not the outro, the slow motion. We realized that we were supposed to do the slow-mo after we filmed, or after we took down the camp. We were like, oh yeah, we forgot to do the slow-mo. So in this video, sadly, there will not be a slow-mo. But if you guys really want to keep seeing slow-mos, you can put it in the comments. Just because we don't know if we should keep doing it, because I mean, it's at the very end of the video if you guys make it to the end. But yeah, we forgot the slow-mo this time. We'll have to integrate it in next time. But like I said, if you want to keep seeing slow-mos, you can write it in the comments. We will try to read and respond to as many of your comments as possible. But with that, we will end it off. Just thought we'd say that.